right here, man. 122 pounds, 10-5, man. Watching Goodfellas Sports TV, bro.
All right, man. I was talking about this on the live. I might as well have did a video. I was like, might as well do a video version. I was talking about how PBC fighters ain't no Hall of Famers. You know, that's, you know, like some of them shouldn't be Hall of Fame. Once you kind of think about everything that they done, you know, they sat here and basically deprived us of top fights. You know, they deprived us of top fights. Purposely, they deprived us of top fights. You know, and what did we get out of it? We got a fan base that said that, you know, we don't need to see the top fights. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to see the top fights. They, you know, they sat here, adopted that moniker, was like, nah, he should duck, we should marinate, all this type of stuff, right? And, you know, that's cool, fine and dandy and stuff. You know, that's cool, fine and dandy. But, you know, what did they get out of it? None of they guys became stars. None of they guys became stars. Think about that for a minute. They sat here and ducked and refused to make fights. And not only did they refuse to make fights with other promotional companies, they refused to make the fights on their side of the street. Errol Spence, Keith Thurman, you know, Gary Russell, Gervonta Davis, Gary Russell, Leo Santa Cruz. You know what I'm saying? And they refused to make fights. And what did it end off at? What did it get Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, Errol Spence? You know what I'm saying? The Charlo brothers. Nothing. It got them absolutely nothing. It got them nothing. Think about that for a minute. Nothing. None of them had the careers that they was supposed to have. None of them got the careers that they was supposed to have. Think about that. None of them had the careers. None of them became superstars. PBC has not recreated one star. They have not recreated anything close to Floyd Mayweather. Nothing close to Floyd Mayweather. Nothing close to it. A lot of these dudes, they did all of this. They did all of this to duck and persuade them not to take the best fights available. They did all of that for none of them dudes to become a superstar. All of them washed up. All of them left top fights on the floor. Real talk. All of them left top fights out there. They did. All them left big fights out there. Yeah, all them left big fights out there. All of them. All the top fights they could have had. All the fights y'all wanted to see. These dudes' whole purpose was just getting to a big fight and cashing out. Charlo Canelo, Keith Manny Pacquiao, Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford. It was really never for them to be the best fighter that they can be. Danny pinnacle fight was Lucas Matias. That was the fight that Danny was at his pinnacle at. That was the height of Danny Garcia's career. Never built on it. You know? A lot of these dudes was just literally waiting out for one big payday instead of going out there, proving they the best, and get multiple big paydays. They hid behind Al Haymon. They trusted in Al Haymon, right? For nothing to happen. Deontay Wilder was another one of them. What did he do? He sat there instead of fighting Anthony Joshua, humbling himself and punching his ticket exclusively to the Hall of Fame with no ifs, ands, buts about it. Right? Instead of fighting Anthony Joshua, was like, all right, I can take what I can get here. But, when I become undisputed, then the real dough start raking in. What they do, they say, you know what, we're going to just, instead of fighting Anthony Joshua, we're going to keep up with the Joshuas. We're going to go fight, Tyson Fury. We know he can beat him. He been sitting on this couch. He a couch potato. And they woke up Tyson Fury trying to continue to keep up with Anthony Joshua, Saudi Arabia connection, which they could never do. And he ended up, losing his career. He made some money. But he known for what? He known for what? Tyson Fury whooping his ass in the UK Black History Month and in American Black History Month. That motherfucker got whooped in 2 different Black History Months. I do it for the culture. He got whooped in two history months. Two Black History Months. So, Al Haymon had this inflated, he had an inflated mindset of what they was worth. But that just didn't start with PBC. That's why him and Bob Aaron was beefing. You know how them people is, right? Once they see a brother doing something that they can't do, even on the job, you see it all the time. And they see a brother doing something that they didn't know you can do. Like I say this, I had a job or whatever, and me and the manager had a deal. I told him what was going on, and he said, okay, cool, you can, when you got this going on, you can work your lunch and leave early. And then, them folks start complaining. Why you get to do this? Why you get to do that? See, people can't mind their business. So then it became a problem. So when they start seeing brothers doing something that they can't do, it's instantly hatred. They skip the jealousy phase. It's hatred. And when Bob was seeing Al Haymon get a whole bunch of money out of Top Rank, you know what I'm saying? I mean, out of HBO that he wasn't getting for bullshit fights, and it really became prominent with Berto. That's what really started the hate, was Andre Berto. They was giving Berto a shit ton of money to fight nobodies, and he ended up being not that good. And when that happened, Bob started hating. But that's Al Haymon's mindset. We gonna nickel and dime it until we get to this pinnacle fight, and then we gonna cash you out. It ain't like, okay, we got a killer over here. I got a killer right here. So we gonna build this up, and then, we gonna move him, and then we gonna put him in the big fight. There's gonna be more big fights to come. He just want to build you up to one big payday, cash you out, and be done with it. But if you got a dog, he training the aggression out the dogs. They might come in the mindset of being the one to be a world champion, wanting to be the best, but he telling them, hey, look here, if you wait for this and you play it smart, you gonna get paid doing it my way. But if you risking to go take risks, you may not get paid at all. But the other side of risking it, you gonna make money. But ain't really none of them Hall of Famers once you think about it. They are, and I hate to put this on a black man, but it's true. The company, his rise in boxing, when he showed up, it was the destruction of the sport. It was the utter destruction of the sport. When he came up in boxing, it was the utter destruction of the sport. It was the utter destruction of the sport. It really was. It was the utter destruction of the sport. Real talk. Real talk. When he came up in boxing, it was the utter destruction of the sport of boxing. It was. And you think about it, You know, them dudes should be exempt from being in the they should be exempt and being in the Hall of Fame, in my opinion. Think about it. Who really a Hall of Famer? I would love to put Wilder in there because of his story, but you can make a strong case that he shouldn't be in there. Danny Garcia shouldn't be in there. Earl Spence shouldn't be in there. You know, he ain't even won titles in multiple weight classes. You know, the way he got whooped, that should have set him back 50 years. Danny Garcia, when you really look at it, you know, I want to make a case, but he really ain't get undisputed at 40. He ain't no undisputed. I mean, he ain't no Hall of Famer for real. Sean Porter ain't no Hall of Famer, even though I feel like he fought the best. But, you know, really, by a good scale of Hall of Fame, above average, them dudes ain't Hall of Famers. Deontay, no. I would like to put him in there, but the Charlo brothers, no. Just because you got undisputed don't make you a Hall of Famer. Sorry to break that news to you. So, no. Jamal, no. Gary Russell, absolutely no. Leo Santa Cruz won belts in multiple weight class, but he not. Neil Donaire is a Hall of Famer, but Leo not. I know he ain't with PBC, but yeah, Danny Jacobs not. Jesse Vargas not. David Benavidez Morel, possibly. Their story still being written. Caleb Plant probably won't be. You know, Erickson Lubin probably, you know, the book's still out, but you know, history tellers probably won't be. You know, Puello, the book's still out. The Russell brothers, probably not. Still, jury's still out on the rest of his other brothers. You know, Javante Davis, the jury's still out. So, yeah, a lot of them dudes ain't Hall of Famers. They ain't no Hall of Famers, bro. Oh, he won a title here. He won it, yeah, whatever. Them dudes, the Keith Thurman, absolutely not. They destroyed the sport of boxing. They didn't know what they was doing. They was getting pimped. They was getting what they call it, brainwashed. Al brainwashed him. He took probably some mean, mean fighting machines, killing machines, and turned them into businessmen. Now they think because they got a briefcase and a tie or a bow tie and a suit that Al Haymon bought that they businessmen. But thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon Music, Kick. Check out the Patreon. You won't be disappointed. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.